Let me get Chuck on the phone. He'll represent a lot of people on the other side today because the phones are just lit. We just don't have time to get to everybody. We have Chuck, though, in North Carolina. Piers Morgan. I love when Piers comes in here. I really love it.
He loves Kanye West and he hates guns.
Way to give him billing.
I listen to a lot of Kanye songs. I try. I just don't get it. I think it's my age, to be honest with you. I think I got to admit that.
Oh, come on. You're young.
How do I still don't have Chuck. Chuck, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Hey, Chuck.
Is there anything this fucker likes about America except the fucking paycheck he gets over here?
Yes. Let me say, Chuck, I love America. I have spent nearly 10 years here. I've traveled around to almost every state. I did America's Got Talent, which went to most states every year on the audition trail. With CNN, I flew maybe 30, 40 times a year around America. I love America. I love Americans. I love about 80% of your culture, of your country.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
I'm a legal resident here. I'm not a citizen.
Okay. Well, who gives a fuck what you think?
Well, let me explain.
Damn, man.
I think
come over here,
Chuck.
Come over here, you make a bunch of money.
Yeah.
They run you off from CNN.
Yeah.
Come over here and talk about our guns, all that shit. Who gives a fuck what you think, man? Well, you're just going to go back across the pond and get on your show over there and talk shit about us.
Chuck, let me ask you, Chuck. You obviously give a shit, or you wouldn't have called me, right? So let's start from that premise.
I get tired of hearing these foreign motherfuckers talk down about us when we put a bunch of money in your damn pocket.
Yeah.
You talk about guns and all that.
Yeah.
Well, I realize there's a problem with guns in the United States. That is a problem.
Okay, well, let's stop you there.
Hold
Chuck.
on, cocksucker. you look at the damn places in the United States where they have taken away the rights to have a gun.
Yep.
Look at Chicago.
Yep.
They pop people over there just because the fucking sun comes up.
Yeah, where do you think they get the guns in Chicago, Chuck?
Let me tell you something.
The Jews.
They do away with guns.
No,
Chuck. Have the guns.
Chuck, let me jump in. Chuck, calm down.
Yeah, we got to.
Chuck, let me just ask you this. Where do you think in Chicago, which has apparently lax gun law, but actually compared to any civilized country, it's ridiculously unlax. But let me ask you this. Where do you think 50% of all the guns that the police confiscated from gangsters and criminals in Chicago, where did they find they came from? Do you know?
I don't have any idea where they came from, but I know they didn't buy them legal.
Let me explain to you. They came from all the neighboring states which had much freer gun laws. You see? So here's the problem in America. You're a massive country. Some states do have quite tough gun control.
What you think?
Well, I know you don't. I know you don't, Chuck. But I'm trying to educate you about the reality.
Ooh.
The reality is you ain't a fucking American, and that's the problem with you fuckers.
Oh,
I see.
All about how bad we are. Well, we whipped your ass once.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus. Come on,
Chuck.
You had a great argument.
Chuck, let me ask you this, Chuck. Let me ask you this. Let's try and get to it.
You just want
Chuck.
to spin it around and make you look like a dumbass.
No, I don't,
Chuck. Let me tell
You're doing
you
that quite well on your own.
Ooh.
How many Americans that feel like I do that get tired of hearing this shit? If you was an American citizen, that'd be one thing. But you don't give a fuck. You're out for a paycheck.
Right, but so, Chuck, let's try and calm down. In the middle of your diatribe against me, you did say that you felt...
Diatribe?
Chuck!
Diatribe my fucking ass!
Chuck!
I told you.
Chuck!
I
Chuck!
told you what the real Americans that's out here in the flyover country
Yeah.
think about what you're blowing off.
Okay, let me ask you once again calmly for this, right? You said in the middle of your comments about me, you said that you believe that there were issues about guns in America that could be changed. What do you think they are? Let me ask you. You're an American.
What I think needs to be changed?
Yeah.
The first thing needs to be changed is term limits. Them motherfuckers go up there to Congress and Senate. They might have good intentions, but they stay up there long enough, and the goddamn money keeps being handed to them. They get crooked like all the motherfuckers.
But what about guns, Chuck? What would you change about about guns in America? What would you personally change if you had the authority to do that?
I do think if you buy a gun illegally, there needs to be more safety about it.
Good.
That is true. I agree with you on that.
Thank you.
This shit about them taking guns away just cause y'all do it over there. Fuck y'all. I don't want to live over there.
Yeah. How would you make it safer, given there are so many guns in circulation?
I don't know how you can do it besides safety, but I don't want them taken away because this cocksucker we got in the damn office now, if he had his choice, nobody'd have a fucking gun except the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know that.
I like that. That's almost the thought process. Obama would be like, but the bad guys still have them.
Yes, as long as the bad guys have them. Right.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. I ain't got a gun. It's registered for shit. But you let somebody come in my house, I'll blow their fucking brains out.
I have no doubt at all that you would do that.
Do not tread on me.
Whereabouts are you calling from, Chuck? Where do you live?
Smoky Hills, North Carolina.
I live in North Carolina.
A great part of the world.
I might sound like a dumbass, but I'm really not.
Chuck
You don't sound like a dumbass, Chuck. And by the way, you're perfectly
does.
entitled to your views. But here's my issue, Chuck. Have you ever left America? Have you ever traveled around the world?
Yeah, I've been to Canada. I've been over there where you're from. I can tell you that right now.
Have you ever been to Europe at all?
No, hell no. Why would I wanna
I've
go
been to
there?
South Carolina. I've been to Tennessee.
I just wondered whether you've ever been to.
about
I wondered if you've ever been to any country. I mean, look, let's take Canada. Canada has millions and millions of
wonderful up
guns,
there,
but has far less gun violence than America. Why is that? Do you think?
Because Canada people up there are a bunch of fucking pussies.
Chuck,
They
Chuck,
fucking,
Chuck.
Oh, you listen to me a minute.
Chuck,
They
this is
can't
when
even
you're
take
making an
up for
argument.
themselves.
Never say Canada people.
Yeah.
You don't
Listen,
sound smart saying
Canadian-
Canada people.
Canadians, whatever. What happens if them motherfuckers getting a bunch of bombs? Who
Yeah.
they gonna fucking call?
Yeah.
The boys from the damn South come up there and help them. Just like y'all motherfuckers over there. If y'all got in a bunch of trouble, that motherfucker with his ears standing outside, he'd be the first one to call us.
Chuck,
You know that's the fucking truth.
Chuck, are you a happy man?
I'm a happy man. I got a pocket full of money and about 50 acres. I'm a happy son of a bitch, but you know good and well, y'all got in a bunch of shit. You'd be the first one to call us.
Right.
Let me ask you something else. Are we number one or are you number one?
Well,
on.
actually,
God damn it.
let me explain to you who's number one right now. It's probably China, actually. Just neither of
Well,
us.
you're probably right.
We used to be an empire. You were number one, and I'm afraid if
Well,
America
I'll tell you
carries
what.
on having this very insular attitude, which is part of the problem, then the Chinese will steam past all of us, and we'll
Let
be
me
left
tell you
in their wake.
We're ahead of you. I can bet you on that.
Yeah, I love
That is,
and love it boils down to an 8th grade argument.
you are so ahead of me, Chuck. It's frightening.
I'm better
I'm not
than
saying
you.
I'm ahead of you.
We
You
are.
might be good. You might be good with all them big words
Yeah.
and all that shit, but you're still from another country, and your opinion don't mean jack shit, and you put your pants on just like fucking I do.
Well, that's
I don't
right.
give a
One
fuck.
overall leg at a time.
That's right.
Chuck,
That's exactly right.
Chuck, we don't call them pants. We call them trousers.
Whatever.
All right, Chuck. We only have a few minutes left with Piers. Thank you for the phone
Thanks,
call.
Chuck.
Thanks, Chuck. You have a
Okay,
good day.
man.